Parashat Toldot, it's that dramatic story. The old, blind, fearful Yitzchak is about to leave the world, or so he thinks, so he wants to bless his children. That's a very natural thing for a father to do. But it's the drama in the story. Yaakov pretending to be Esav having a tantrum, Yitzchak blind, not being able to feel. The only way blind people make sense of the world through touch, and touch has been denied to him. But where was he blind? I want to suggest to you that he was blind, not just technically blind when it came to giving the brachot, but he was blind much earlier on in this story. Your father's Avraham, you're Yitzchak. How do you have two kids, a Yaakov and an Esav? Where did it go wrong? One seen as this hunter, this murderer, this thug, and the other one a gentle, sensitive, spiritual soul. Vayigdalu hane'arim, we read of their birth, and then we read that they've grown up. And Esav takes his path, and Yaakov takes his path. Says Rav Hirsch, when they were young, no one really paid much attention to the differences in their temperaments. Or we can say in simple language, they were given the same education, the conveyor belt of education. All children must go along this path, must study these subjects, must have the same competencies. But it works if your kid is on that path and going in that direction. It doesn't work if your kid's the exception and needs something different. Not worse, not inferior, just different. I want to suggest that Yitzchak's blindness doesn't only manifest itself in the drama of when his boys come and receive a blessing from their father, but it began much earlier. Not necessarily physical blindness, but an intellectual blindness, a lack of awareness of who his children were. And so the tragedy unfolds, beginning with parents who can't see the children for who they are, wanting their children to be the same and not recognize the differences. If you think back to the creation of Adam and Eve, the whole creation was predicated on being made B'Tselem Elokim, each with a purpose, each with a tough kid in the world that defines you as different, as unique. How can it be just a few sedras later, we lost that ability to see each child as they were? Perhaps it's not till the 12 tribes emerged, that 12 tribes, 12 paths that merged together to form our nation, each receiving a bracha that's unique to itself, ultimately a flag and a symbol that stood out from the other members of the tribe, from the other tribes of the nation. So Yitzchak's blindness is in the fact that he didn't see his children. So I want to bless you and I want to bless everybody this Shabbat. God forbid we should never be blind on a physical level. But let's not be blind to our own paths in life. Let's not be blind to the paths of those who we are responsible for. Who knows, had Yitzchak and Rivka been able to educate Esav in a way that was more appropriate for his soul, and given Yaakov the confidence to do his journey, how different life might have been, the stories, the destiny of the Jewish people, our relationship with the world outside. Let's open our eyes. Every day we say the bracha Pokeach Ivrim. And we think, yeah, but I can see. But seeing is not only with the eyes, seeing is with our mind as well. What do we see? What judgments do we make that are faulty? What judgments do we make because we're blind to a reality, thinking we're seeing and perceiving, but actually we can't see anything? So let's daven Pokeach Ivrim with greater kavanah, greater devotion to asking God to open our eyes in the fullest sense, to see the truth of our own life, the truth of those whose lives we have to run. And Bezrat Hashem, we will bring up families and generations, l'shem u'letiferet, splendorous, wonderful Jewish children, each feeling secure in their own path in life. Shabbat Shalom.